So now the word Vaishwanara is being derived by Bhashya. Vaishwanara प्रत्यगात्मतया अभिविमीयते अहम इति ज्ञायते इति अभिमानः तम एतम आत्मन वैश्वानरम उपासते. You have to conjugate over there. So what is that Vaishwanara? Vishwan naran nayati पुण्य पापान रूपाम गतिम सर्वात्मा एष ईश्वर वैश्वानर. फर्स्ट मीनिंग, he who guides all the persons. Vishwan means Vishwa is all. Sarva, Vishwa, Ubha, Ubhay, Datra, Datam, Anya, Anatra, Itara, Tatve, Nema, Samasima, etc. The Sarvadigana, Sarva and Vishwa, both the words have the same meaning. So, Vishwa means all. Naran means persons. Nayati, guides, takes along. Who is taking? That's Ishwar in the last word. He who guides all persons towards what? Punya papan rupam gatim. According to their virtues and vices. Gati means to experience the fruits of their own virtues and vices. A person who guides all people for that purpose, he is called as Vaishwanara. And who is he? The Ishvara, the God himself. And how is he? Sarvatma Esha. How is he? He says Sarvatma Esha. This God is self of all. Self of all. Sarvesham Atma. It is Sarvatma. He is the self of all. Such an Ishvara. There is the Antaryami Ishvara here is called as Vaishwanara. The second meaning, Vishwo Nara Evava. Vishwo Nara Evava. This world itself should be seen as a person. And that is also why, since he is all pervasive, Sarvatmatvat. He is one who is identified with all men also. Vishwa, in that way also you can say, Vishwa means all. Take the meaning as all only. All persons only. Before he was guiding all person, now he is the all person himself. Vishwa means all, Narha persons eva. He is himself all the persons. That means he is that person, that God identified with all the persons. Why? Because since he is all pervasive, Sarvatmatva. The second meaning. And now third meaning. Vishwairvan naraihi pratyagatata pravibhajya niyatiti vaishwanara. Vishwairva naraihi. Since he is accepted severally, he is multitude. Not one Jivatma, not one Vaishwanara. He has become in multitude. That's why Vishwaihi. Vishwas in many, multitude in several ways. Narahi, persons in several persons. Anek Jivatma. Pratyagatmataya. Pravibhajya. He is becoming the innermost selves. Pratyagatma means the innermost selves by all persons' bodies. Pravibhajya, having divided himself into such a multitude, niyate, who goes along according to the same karma. Iti Vaishwanara, that God is Vaishwanara. Tam evam upasate. Tam evam, anyone who meditates on him thus, who is such. Tam evam, who is such, that Vaishwanara, upasteya, whoever meditates upon, so that person, adan annadi, becomes an eater of food by eating. Where sarveshu lokeshu, dhulokadishu, sarveshu bhuteshu charachareshu, sarveshu atmasu, sharrendriya manobuddhishu teshu. In all the worlds, and in all the creatures, and in all the constituents of a person's body too. Just like, what are the constituents? The external body, physical, the mind, indriya, the organs, Mana, the mind, and Buddhi, the intellect. In all these, Teshu, what you have to see, how you have to meditate? Atma Kalpana Vipadesha. He says this is a special, what he call as injunction. It has been enjoined over here that one should think of himself as this whole, all these words, all the creatures, and each and every constant of each and every body of the persons. That's how you have to identify yourself with the whole thing, or with the whole thing should be identified in you. It's one and the same. You see this pinda, in this pinda, the whole Brahmanda, or see the whole Brahmanda as your pinda. It's up to you. This is the meditation that has been enjoined over here. Praninam annamati. Vaishwanavit sarvatma san annamati. Praninam, of all creatures. Vaishwanavit, the knower of the Vaishwanara, becomes the eater. Why? Sarvatma san. How he becomes the eater of all creatures? Is because Sarvatma san, being the self of all, he becomes the eater of the food of all. Sa na yatagya, and that person not like an ignorant. Why? What is the difference between ignorant and this fellow? He says, Pindamatra Vimanasana. Because an ignorant man who actually identifies himself only with his physical body, with his own physical body only, such a person, because such a person cannot become Vaishwanavit, because Vaishwanavit is identifying himself with the whole world, all the worlds, all the creatures and all. But this person is identifying himself with only one single body, of that of himself only, not of others. So therefore, this fellow is better than that. That's how a Vaishwanavit, a knower of the Vaishwanara Vidya meditation, or practitioner of the Vaishwanara meditation, becomes an eater of all the creatures' food. Kasmadevam, the Purupakshi asks, why is it so? For that the next mantra comes. Tasya hava edasyatma Vaishwanarasya murdhev sutejas चक्षुर्विश्वरूपः प्राण पृथग्वर्त्मा आत्मा संदेहो बहुलो बस्तिरेवरैहि पृथिव्येव पादौ उवर एव वेदिर् लोमानि बर्हिर् हृदयंगारपत्यो मनो अनवार्य पचन आस्यम आहवनीयः तस्य हवा एतस्य आत्मनो वैश्वानरस्य of that self, that Vaishwanara self, that which is such, hava etasya murdheva sutejaha, indeed that is nothing but nothing other than this heaven. The eyes, the sun is the eyes of that Vaishwanara. Heaven indeed is the head of that Vaishwanara. Sun is the eyes of the Vaishwanara. Pritagvartna prana, and the air in the intermediate space is itself the vital force of that Vaishwanara. Atma sandeho, the middle part of the body is the Bahula, the sky. The sky is the middle part of the Vaishwanara's body. Bastirevarihi, the waters, the oceans are itself the bladder of that Vaishwanara. That's why maybe all the oceans are salty. Prithivyev Padau, earth indeed is the 2 feet of that Vaishwanara. Well, now, after stating this, he wants to give a similarity between Agnihotra and your body. Because a person who is identifying himself, the whole world and all this itself, and they're doing the Vaishwanara practice and eats food, that food eating becomes an Agnihotra. How it is for that, here also there should be an Agnikunda should be there. Then the Durva, all the Kusha, Darba should be, Astirnam should be there. 3 fires, if it had to be Shauta Karmakanda, 3 fires should be there. What are there? What are these in this body? Which we can just look upon so that this is the altar, this is the Astirna Darbhas, this is the Ahvani Agni, this, what is what? And after seeing so, before eating food, we have to get into that status. We have to think ourselves as first the whole Vaishwanara, and in this Vaishwanara body, which is identified with the external, all the worlds and all the creatures and so on and so forth. In this body again you have to see this chest as the altar, the chest as the altar, and the hairs on the chest as darbha. And he says, Hridayam Garapatyo, heart is the Garapatya fire, mind is the Anvari Pachana, the south fire, the Dakshanagni, and Asyam, this mouth itself, the Avani fire. Through which you are going to the oblations to the Vaishwana Ragni. Pa Ura Eva Vedihi. Ura means this chest is itself the sacrificial altar. And Lomani Barri, the hairs spread over on the chest should be seen, looked upon as the special grass called Kusha and Darbha. Hridayam Garapatya, the heart should be looked upon as the Garapatya fire, and the mind should be looked upon as the Anvahari Pachana, and this mouth external should be seen as the Avaniya. Bhasha will explain why, or the necessity of doing so. Kasmadevam, why is it so? Because yasmat tasya, of that Vaishwanara deity which is under discussion, prakritasya eva etasya, which is such of this Vaishwanarasya atmanaha, this Vaishwanara self, murdheva suteja. Murdheva, who is such of that, what is the head? This heaven is itself is his head. Chakshur Vishwarupa, the sun is his eyes. Prathagartva, the air is his prana, the vital force. Bahula, the gallbladder, what is it? Atma Sandeho, the middle part was nahi. Bahula means Akasham, sorry. Bahula means Akasham, sky. That is the Atma Sandeho, the middle part of his body. Basti, the gallbladder. That is what is that? The waters. The waters, the ocean waters. The oceans are themselves the gallbladder of that Vaishwanara. And Prithvi Pado, and the earth is the legs of that Vaishwanara. Athava. It's not only just being stated that the whole thing together is one upasana, and moreover something else to be said over here. Bhashakara says, Vidyartam et vachanam evam upasyeti. This statement is meant tasyahava up to prithivyeva pado. That much part of the statement of this mantra is meant as an injunction. Vidyartam et. For what? For then now with from now onwards at least, to those 6 people is telling from now onwards at least, and for the new freshers who don't have not known about this Vidya at all, for them it's been injuncted that you have to establish your mind in such a way that your meditation of this Vaishwanara should be taken place, including comprehending all the 6 together as one form, one single body of the Vaishwanara. Evam eva upasya. Evam eva means together is total form. Only you have to meditate upon. With a view, just to establish with a view that you should see this whole thing as one single and identify with yourself and do the next job also. That is why Atha Idanim Vaishwanara Vido Bhojan Agnihotram Sampipadeshan Naha. Then now, with a view to establish the similarity between Agnihotra, between your eating food, the eating of a Vaishwanara Vitta, the person who has got the knowledge of Vaishwanara meditation, when he eats, he is eating food and the Agnihotra. To establish similarity between these two. Atha idani Vaishwanavido Bhojane. Vaishwanavido Bhojane means the food eating of a Vaishwanara scholar. Of that person, Agnihotram Sampipadeshan Aha. Now trying to establish general similarity by a knower of Vaishwanara meditation and Agnihotra sacrifice, the test says as follows: what all are the similarities between that and this? But this should not be understood, misunderstood, that this Vaishwanara Vidya is an accessory of the external Agnihotra. Don't mistake. An Agnihotri need not know this Vaishwanara Vidya at all. But for a Vaishwanara Vidya person, it is necessary to know the Agnihotra in his body. For and because he has to practice his eating food as a Agnihotra, which is called as Prana Agnihotra. That a Vaishvanara Veda, if you are meditator of the Vaishvanara, then each and every day, morning and evening, whatever you eat or drink, that should be performed as a sacrifice called Agnihotra itself. What is necessary to establish the similarity between the external Agnihotra and your body as an Agnihotra? Therefore, the next text starts. It says what? Ureva vedihi. Etasya Vaishvanarasya bhoktu. Whose uraha? Whose chest? Whose chest is the altar? He says, Etasya Vaishvanarasya, of this Vaishvanara, who is in the form of eater now. Bhoktu. He is sitting to eat his food after doing the meditation. The time is of food. Early morning he has done the Vaishvanara meditation. At lunch time came, he is ready to eat the food. The Vaishvanara, he is now the eater who is sitting, who has meditated on the Vaishvanara. He is himself the Vaishvanara now. He is accepting himself as, I am the Vaishvanara, eater of the food. In such a person's ura, chest, eva vedihi, is indeed surely the altar, the sacrificial altar of the Agnihotra. Why? Akara samanyas, because of the similarity of the shape. Lomani barri vedyam iva urusi lomani astirnani drishyante. And here is the barri, the special grass called kusha or darbha. Why you want to look upon it as so? Because vedyam eva, just like on an altar, the kusha and darbha are being spread over here and there. Similarly, these hairs are spread over the chest. This is what is seen in a Purusha's body, in a person's body. Hridayam garapatya. That means it seems as if the similarity, a woman cannot do this Vaishvanara Vidya then. Because how can she see this barri on her chest? Impossible. So only a man can do this Vaishvanara Vidya and practice this Vaishvanara Agni Homa also, Prana Agnihotra.
But Agnihotra Karma also men only do.
That is different there. But this could be done. No, this is meditation. Woman can do that. I am the Vaishvanara, she can do the meditation. Meditation, see this as the sun and the eyes as sun, the head as the heaven. You can meditate on that way. And you can feel yourself the Vaishvanara. You identify yourself the external world and all creatures and everything. But this part, when it comes up, you are caught. You are trapped. You can't do anything there. Drishyante hridayam garapatya. The rest is also possible. Only one thing is not possible. Hridayam garapatya. Hridaya, the heart, should meditate upon as garapatya, fire. Because the mind issues out of hridaya. Hridayadhi mana pranitam eva anantari bhavati. Because from the heart, the mind seems to be issuing out for external experience of the Jagrata and Swapna, the waking state and the dream state. Hridayadhi mana pranitam eva. Pranitam is issued out, brought out, comes out as if eva. Anantari bhavati. Therefore it is next. First is heart, the karana, from where the man is coming out, it is the karya like. Therefore, first we have to take garapatya, from there becomes dakshinagni. Anantari bhavati. Ato annavahari pasano agnirmanaha. Therefore this mind is stated to be the annavahari pasana, the dakshinagni. And from that dakshinagni you are taken to the avani is established. Therefore the mind helps us to put it orders the hands to put the food into the mouth. Then the mouth is the avaniya, because it has been instructed, the mind is instructing the hands to do so. And we are putting into the mouth. Therefore, after the mind comes the mouth, which is helping to do this Agnihotra. Therefore, asya mukham ahvaniya iva ahvaniyo. Into which huyate asminiti, huyate asmin annam iti ahvani. Because that into which food is offered, the oblation as an oblation, therefore this mouth is called as ahvani of fire. Now we will start the homa. What you will do? Pranaya swaha. And not. Udanaya swaha. Samanaya swaha. Apanaya swaha, Dhyanaya swaha. You have to tell these things. So how you are going to do that when that is being enjoined properly over here? Don't take prana, apana, udana, samana, vyana. This is not the order. Usually people do this mistake. First prana, then second they bring into apana. No. Shruti is telling here now the order in which we have to go on. And why the reasoning also began with Bhashikara. Tat yat bhaktam pratamam agachet tad dhomiyam sayam pratamahutim juhiyat tam juhiyat pranaya swahati pranastripyati प्राणे तृप्यते चक्षुस्त्रिप्यते चक्षुषि तृप्यति आदित्यस्त्रिप्यते आदित्य तृप्यते द्यौस्त्रिप्यते दिवि तृप्यन्त्याम यत्किंच द्यौश्चादित्यश्चादित्यष्टतस् तत्तु तृप्यते तस्यार तृप्तिं तृप्यति प्रजया पशुब्रह्माद्येन तेजसा वर्चसेन इति तद्यत् भक्तं प्रथमम् आगच्छेत् that food which comes first in front of you Homiyam tat, that is an oblation. The thali comes with food or without food. First, thali is there anyway. Sometimes it comes with food, sometimes empty thali is kept first, then one after the food is being served. Therefore, whatever is served first, whatever is there on front of you for your eating, among that is an oblation. So, therefore, the eater, yam pratham ahutim jiyat, the first oblation that he would offer, tam jiyat, should be offered with this mantra only. Which mantra? Pranaya swaha iti. By that, thereby what's going to happen? Pranastripyate. And here pranam is not the main vital force. Don't take the main one. Mukhya prana. No, not this. Because it is the panch pranas is there. Among that, it is a classification of the vital force which helps us in our heart beating, in also what we call as breathing. That's all the activities of prana, not of udana, vyana and all that. One of the classes, the main vital force, the mukhya prana, is divided into 5 classifications: prana, apana, udana, samana, vyana. Among these, prana's duty is what? To make the heart pump regularly and breathing. These are 2 major actions of the prana. So that becomes trupta, becomes satisfied. The deity who is ruling over your prana, the Vesti prana, he will become satisfied. They will not disturb your prana activity. There's a breathing will be 100% perfect. There is no question with a heart problem also. So daily while starting food, first duty is to do pranaya swaha. And the rest of the part has been told before. What you have to do? Achamanam, before food and after food, has been told before only. Is it not? Yeah. Amrita upastarnamasi swaha. Take little water and drink. Then keep for the panchabali. After that, pranaya swaha. These things come. Then with the mantra, the rest of the food, with the mantra you have to eat. Whichever mantra you like. Om Namah Shivaya, go on eating that. After the last, Amrita Pidhanamasi Swaha, take water again. The whole thing becomes an yajna then. Even after that some mistake happens, Brahmarpanamastu. Whole yajna is given to Brahma.
But then Brahmarpanam, Brahmahavili is the same thing.
Now in the very beginning, you have to, that's helpful in meditation. This mantra will be helping you because you are not saying that I am eating by my hand. No, it is not a hand at all. What is this then? Eh? No. The Arpanam is Brahma. Yeah. The Arpanam is not a hand, is not an Arpanam at all. It should not be taken as a hand. It is a ladle. See, this is a ladle. And that ladle is also Brahman. In that way, everything should be connected to Yajna only. Not directly Brahman. First, consider hand as a ladle and the ladle as Brahman. Then it becomes an Havan. And Brahmarpit Havanam. So, for that purpose, that mantra is told so that we can meditate by stating that mantra and remembering very easily what has to look upon as what? Brahmarpam, Brahma Havihi. This Havi is also Brahman. That means this is not food, this is not roti. Don't tell this roti, dal, sabji. This is Havish. First, you have to consider the roti, dal, sabji, chawal, whatever it is there, as havish, as oblation. And that oblation considered again as Brahman. Brahmarpanam Brahmavi, Brahmagnu. Then come to this Agni. This fire is not an ordinary fire, this is Vaishwanara Agni. Consider this as this fire of the stomach as not a physical fire, but it is a spiritual Vaishwanara Agni, God Himself in that form. And that Himself is again Brahman. So the mantra we just chant, but not for chanting it's for to meditate in that way. And then start the Homa. So, pranastripati, thereby that prana, which is a classification of the main vital force, which helps us in heart beating, breathing, etc., that becomes satisfied. And once when the prana becomes satisfied, chakshus tripati, the eyes become satisfied or contented. When the chakshushi tripati and the eyes become satisfied, aditya tripati, the sun becomes. This is the deity of it, related to each other. Aditya Tripati, when that sun is satisfied, the heavens get satisfied. Deus Tripati, when the heavens get satisfied, then what's going to happen? Yat kincha Deuscha Adityascha Adityshtata, that whichever is presided over as the Lords by the heaven and the sun, all of that becomes contented. Tat Tripati. Tasyanu, only after that you are going to get Tripati. The whole universe gets tripta, content, then you are getting tripta, who is eater. The eater is the last, not the first. Tatsya anu triptim tripyati. After that is satisfied the eater, who himself becomes content with what? Not only the food, because of doing all these things in a proper manner, he gets a lot of progeny and pashivi, animals, annadhyena, edible food all the time, tejasa, physical luster, and the luster of the Vedic knowledge. Here in the whole this Vaishnav Vidya, many times Brahmacharya Shabdas come. The Brahmacharya means here not the Shuddha Brahman, the self. Here Brahma means Veda. Veda, Varchas is knowledge. Or luster due to the knowledge of the Vedas. That is in all this whole prakarana, this whole discussion of Vaishnav Vidya. Luster due to the Vedic knowledge. In direct words, you can say so. So now, first the bhashyam of this mantra. Tat tatraivam, tat, that being so, tatraivam sati, that being so, yad bhaktam, that food, bhojan kale, at the time of eating your lunch or dinner or whatever it is, breakfast, etc., agachet, comes to you, bhojanartham, for eating, tadhomyam, that is to be considered as an oblation, tadhotavyam bhavati, that is to be offered as an oblation. Where? Agnihotra sampad matrasya vivakshatatvat. Bhashakara says, because since the intention here, vivakshatatvat means the intention here is merely imagining you're eating food to be an Agnihotra sacrifice. Therefore, Agnihotra anga iti kartyavata praptir iha na. Vivakshitatvat nagnihotra. You see, there is na. Agnihotra sampat means imagination. Meditation as so. Matrasi vivakshitatvat. Nagnihotra anga iti kartyavata praptir iha. Therefore, the question of this whole eating process is not going to be performed as an axial part of the external Agnihotra which you are doing. There is no relationship between the Agnihotra which you perform the external altar and the Agnihotra performed as your food. Sa, bhokta. Sa means that eater. Yam prathama autam jiyat. That first oblation which he would offer. Tam katham jiyat. How he should offer that? Ityaha. That's being said by the text. Pranaya Swahidi. He has to put that oblation, chanting the mantra mentally, Pranaya Swaha. Ityanena mantrena ahuti. Ityanena mantrena, by this mantra. But here the word has come ahuti. Ahutim juhya. Then how much you have to put? The question arises. You are taking so much and put inside. how much you have to put. And but another thing, not only the quantity, the way you are going to put is also very important. But Bhashikara says, don't follow that you follow in Agnihotra Ekshana. What do you throw there? It's not. You take this ladle and throw it. Swaha. Here you cannot throw. People do like that. Foolish. In Kerala especially, all Brahmins like they eat like this. They make a laddu like this. Up. They do like that.
They do very nice.
It goes perfectly. Well trained experts they are. They do like this. Just they do like this. They don't bring up to here also. Just like that. Because no. It goes. That's wrong. You should not throw, Bhashakara says. But you have to take the Mrigi Mudra, you take the food like this a little in the Mrigi Mudra and put on your tongue. Do not touch the tongue, don't touch the mouth, put on the tongue. Like that, finish. That's how you do the pranayasva. Bhashakara will explain now, you see. Katham jyadityaha pranayasva ityanena mantrena. Why? Ahuti shabdat avadana pramana mannam prakshipet ityartha. You see. Because of the word ahuti in the here in this text, because of the word ahuti, due to the word ahuti, it should be understood that he should take in that much quantity of food as it is enjoined in the external Agnihotra. The quantity should not be more. In the external Havan, what to do? Take little like this. When you put by hand. In the ladle also, how much it comes? Not much. If you use the ladle also, the depth in the ladle is so little. Little comes in it. Similarly, here also take very little amount, not so much laddu and throw like that. Don't do that. So he says, it's enjoined as it is enjoined in the case of an external sacrificial Agnihotra sacrifice. Avadana Pramanam. Avadana Pramanam is as you do in the Agnihotra Avadanam. You separate it, the whole rice or whatever is there, you separate it from that. It's called Avadana Karma. And the Praman is said, Mrigi Mudra. This is a Mrigi Mudra. It looks like a Mrigi. It's called Mrigi Mudra. In this Mudra only you have to pick. Only that much has to come along with your hands. Then just reverse the hands and take in front of the fire and put over there. Similarly also put over here. So this is the way you have to do. Because all this is misstated because of the word ahuti. Due to the word ahuti used here in the Upanishad text in this present context, it has to be understood that he should take in that much quantity only, which has been enjoined in the case of national sacrifice. Take in, not throw. Tena pranas tripati. Thereby, this vital force classification, one of the classifications of vital force, which is also called by the word prana, is going to get satisfied. Prane tripati, chakshus tripati. When this prana, the vital force, the classified vital force gets satisfied, the eyes also get satisfied by that. Chakshuhu, adityo, dyaush and in accordingly, successively, once the eyes get satisfied, sun gets satisfied. The sun gets satisfied means the heavens get satisfied. Ityadi tripati. Yachanyad, and all that's rest, which are being presided over. Anyad, Dyauscha Adityascha Swamitvena Adishtata. All that is being presided over by the heavens and the sun as their lords. All of them, Tacha Tripati, all of them also get contented or satisfied. Tasya Triptim, when all of them have got satisfied, Anu, after that only, Swayam Bhunjana, the eater himself, Tripyati Ityo Pratyaksham, he also becomes contented. This is very, very clear to all. Kincha, moreover, he will not be content only by eating that food. As and because he's done, his eating food is being transformed in one way in the form of Agnihotra itself, a sacrifice. Therefore, what else he gets? Prajadivischa. He will be contented with progeny and animals too. अन्नाद्येन, edible food. Teja, sharirastha, deepti, the physical luster. Ujjvalatvam, courage or high intellect. Pragalbhyam, spontaneity, etc. qualities will be attained by him. His brain will be so sharp, anything you ask, spontaneous answers will be given. Pragalbhyam. Ujjvalatam, very high intellect or even courage. And Deepti is the general physical luster of the skin. Bhashyakara says all this can be taken together or separately, depending upon with the intensity of a meditation and not forgetting even a single moment that you are the Vaishwanara eater and not a person as an eater. You should be all the whole food, the whole time. You should be meditating yourself, thinking and viewing yourself as Vaishwanara only.
So Brahmarpana mantra saying that, I'm the Brahman, I'm offering.
Because Vaishwanara is what then again? Vaishwanara is also Brahman only. So what's wrong in it? No, it's no wrong in that. Bhagavan also, God also says in that Gita, Aham Vaishwanara Bhuta Pacham Minnam Chaturvidam. He himself becomes Vaishwanara, the Brahman. And is digesting all the 4 types of foods. Then
Udvara means even the Tejas also.
yes, that brilliance, the high intelligence, that you can take care of Ujjvala. And Pragalpa is the spontaneity of the person. Brahmavarchasam. What does it mean by Brahmavarchasam? Vritta swadhyaya nimittam teja. The luster arising from practice and study of the Vedas. Vritta is practice, swadhyaya is study. From the practice and study of the Vedas, the luster that is availing is called as Brahmavarchasam.